Number 11 in the 42 Ideas on Leadership comes to us from Jung. This is from the book written in 1921, and it's about the different personality types. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this as it's the German title, but it talks about the different personality types that we have and how to group different people depending on their personality, using specifically 3 main divisions. This is how we are energized, where we get our energy from, how we take in information, and how we take decisions. Together, they can make this model, depending on the personality that you have. The 4 main types that they talk about are ST, SF, NT, and F, and extrovert and introvert. We're going to look at a little bit more detail at each of these now. First one is how we are energized. Introverts are motivated by what's on the inside. They prefer reflection, dreaming, and vision. They may be sociable and friendly, but they find spending a lot of time with other people draining. They get their energy by being on their own. Extroverts are motivated by what's on the outside, so they enjoy spending time with others, and they find that their energy levels actually increase through contact with others. Conversation characteristics of extroverts. Well, they speak rapidly, they speak loudly, they speak a lot, they can interrupt other people, sometimes they repeat their points, lots of very animated body language, and their energy levels increase as the conversation continues. Introverts, on the other hand, are the opposite. They speak slowly, quietly, they have reserved body language, and their energy level decreases as the conversation continues. How we take in information. Irrational and perceiving. So the first one are the sensors. These people focus on facts, they focus on the information that their senses perceive. So they are taking in information through what they see, what they hear. They're good at remembering and processing facts, and they're very methodical. They deal with facts, verifiable data, and attention to detail. Meanwhile, irrational or the intuitors, they have a vision of what might be, and they use their imagination. They like to work on different projects at the same time, they look at abstract concepts, and they like to solve new problems. 2 different ways of taking in information. One is more perceiving, using the senses to see what's there, and the intuitors are more about what's already on their inside in terms of what they're imagining, what they're thinking inside in their head about what might be happening on the outside. How we take decisions. Well, the thinkers, they focus less on using emotion. They use logic and they use reason. They're detached and they like to have an orderly work environment. Feelers, well, they place a lot of value on emotion and they try to avoid upsetting other people. They show empathy, and on their desk you would see pictures of their family and their friends as an example of the differences between the 2 types. Together then, you might have an NF. And these type of people will be enthusiastic, they like making friends, they're good with teams, and they like new ideas. The ST would be more focused on facts, stability, they're practical people and impersonal. The NT personality, they analyze, they look at the big picture, the long term, they're very resourceful. And the SF, well, they're focused on facts, they're very helpful, they're very friendly, and they're loyal. These are the 4 possible combinations, the main 4, and of course then you have the extrovert and introverted versions of each of these. Which brings us to the 8 possible combinations. So you have the I introvert, 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 the NTSF, these are the first 4 types, and then the extrovert would be the next 4. And of course you even have 16 possible combinations. And according to Jung, your dominant feature always has its pair as the weakest preferred style. So if you are an intuitor, then your sensor would be the weakest feature about you. That means that if you're a dominant thinker, then your weakest trait will be feeler. So together they make this model, mainly looking at the 4 different types, the 4 different personality types, plus extroversion and introversion. What does this do to help us when we're leading? Well, we understand that different people are energized by being with others, or sometimes by being on their own. These are the extroverts versus the introverts. The people process information through what they can perceive or what they can imagine. So the way people take in information is different. And finally, people take decisions based on logic or based on emotions. If we are going to lead people, it's necessary to understand these 3 areas about them. So that's number 11, Jung's personality model.